I'm at a point now where I want to install hinges on these cabinets. I've completed the job on the first cabinet and now I'm working on the second cabinet. I first started by letting in this hinge into the edge, and now I've transferred this dimension over to the door. So right over here I have marks where the hinge starts. So we'll move over here. So I've lined up these marks and I have the knuckle right there. The first thing I want to do is put a screw in the center. So to do that, let me take this one out. So let's go over here on this side, and I'll we'll transfer this measurement over to here, and then this measurement over to here. We'll put the hinge where it goes and we'll line it up just where it goes. Now I'm going to take this Vex bit and drill that out. I'm going to take another bit and drill a little bit deeper. Now I have to be very careful on this because the wenge is a very hard, grainy wood. It's not that easy to really position hinges. So now I'm here. I'm going to use brass screws, but to cut the threads, I'm taking the same type of brass screw and I'm using a steel screw. And I'm going to put a little beeswax on it because, like I said, this wood is very hard and you could easily break off a brass screw. Now you might notice that I use a screwdriver to do this, and that's because I want to feel how it's cutting threads. With a power drill, I could easily even break off a steel screw. So I'm going to put this in, tighten it up. Not as tight. I'm going to loosen it up now just a little bit because I want to make sure that I can move that around a little bit. So now I want to square this up. I'm going to come over here and make sure it's square. I'm going to do the same thing over here, make sure it's square. I'm going to put a pencil mark around it. Now I'm going to vex one more screw in here. And drill this pilot hole. Take another steel screw. And the reason I'm putting two right now is because I don't want it to twist as I score the outside. Now, as I score the outside, if I had one screw, it could move. And I really don't want that to happen. So I'm going to lightly take a chisel and tap that there. And and over here lightly. Now I'm going to take a wider chisel and I'm going to pull this way a few times. And tap a little bit. Now, now the technique is to take the screws out.
And then put the brass in?
No, not yet. Now I'm going to use either a white pencil or, in this case, soapstone. I'm going to, because this dark wood's not showing a line, and it's hard to see. So now, I'm going to take my router. Okay, so now I would take a chisel and chop it straight. Chop this side. Have to get the corners. Now generally it doesn't fit perfectly the first try of the fit, so, and I really want to be careful because this is like the end of the project and you don't want to have it not look good. I'm going to take our, still a little tight, which is okay.